Hey, 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 Fit Mama. Jen Oliver here, your host of the Fit Mama podcast. This is the work in to your workout. Hey, welcome, Fit Mama. This week I have a treat for you. Not only are we talking about one of my favorite topics, the chakras, but we are also talking with one of my favorite people. Her name is Jummee Park. She goes by Jummee Joy. When you meet her, you will know why. She is just so full of joy. She's a spiritual feeder and a culinary trained medicine woman who is passionate about sharing ancient Eastern wisdom for the health and happiness of the modern world. Drawing on her long history as a Zen meditation practitioner and teacher, Jummee alchemizes Western philosophy and nutrition, Ayurveda, breathwork, Kundalini, and other healing modalities. She is studying with world-renowned teachers and spiritual luminaries. She offers transformative breathwork to the community and in the service of one world. During these challenging times, she is overjoyed to bring the life force of breath to the kitchen table as one more beautiful ingredient. Jummee is an earth lover, healer, and vitality coach and focuses on serving the consciously made high vibrational food that fuels the soul and becomes an energy fountain that can change lives and the world. She has served as a main chef and transformative healing workshop facilitator at Anahasana Village, one of the biggest self-development camps at Burning Man, and is a guest teacher at the prestigious The Den Meditation Center in LA. She's also a private chef offering functional medicinal handmade food and bespoke meal plans as an integral part of personal transformation. She supports progressive conscious leaders like Dennis McKenna and physicists, therapists, and wellness leaders, in addition to myself. If you have not tasted Jummee Joy's kimchi, you are missing out. And I didn't even think I liked kimchi before I met her. Without further ado, I invite you to enjoy this episode where I interview the beautiful, the graceful, the goddess, Jummee Joy on the chakras. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Fit Mama podcast, Jummee Park. Hi.
Hey!
Jummee, one of my greatest friends, someone I have introduced to the Fit Mama online before. You and I have done many different things online together, and I'm always sharing the awesome things that you do. I am so excited to have you on today to talk about the chakras, to talk about all things energy, food, health, mindset, all the things that you are literally just a guru in. So we are going to be diving in today, Jummee. I can't wait. Let's just start right off the bat by saying, hey, what are the chakras? Tell us about those.
Sure. Yeah. Chakra becomes such a trend right now. Everybody's like, oh, chakra this, chakra that.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't know about it. And a lot of people don't know how to access to it and utilize that for your best optimal health.
Mm-hmm.
So chakra means basically wheel or disc.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at remember all this, we have a CD disc.
Yes, the CD.
All the rainbow colors and spinning.
Yeah.
Imagine that's just like that.
Okay.
And the wheel means movement and vibration. So in old days, we believed that in ancient time, the chakra, which is subtle, vibrating, moving energy portal in your body. And then we ancestors found that the seventh spot in our body has this very subtle movement and the energetic portal. And then they're related to our health, related to our mood and everything. So that's we call it seven chakra. And then those seven chakra is actually also related to our colors. So that's how ancestors created this whole record. It's been thousands of years that talk about it, and then they know how to utilize that.
I love this. I love this. So the seven chakras are each associated with seven colors. Tell us more about how those colors are related to the chakras.
Yeah. So our body, imagine that our body is a part of nature.
Okay.
like anything else, right?
Yeah.
And they has a different components of property that does each work. So then 7 layers of this chakra is a very subtle movement, energetic body that help us to understand what is a disease, what is a healthy living, and what is a diet, related to everything about our consciousness and all whole as a being. So we have a 7 chakra starting from root chakra. The root is actually our all the way nearby tailbone, and then our basically, the genital, and then that is our root, which is a foundation of who we are, starting from like Mother Earth, black to all the way red. Yeah. And then it can be, man for the testicles and the woman for, the vagina. And also that each chakra related to organs that produces hormones. So when you have a thyroid issue, we're going to go all the way up. But so the root chakra is the hormones are related to adrenals.
Yeah.
Some people say, oh, you have adrenal like a deficiency. They're all coming from root.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay. Adrenal
and the root chakra is
deficiency,
also relation to feeling of safety and survival. So also a lot of people psychologically have an issue with cannot make a decision. Like you might find some man like, I don't love her. I don't love her. Oh, I want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Right.
People cannot make a decision because they don't have a foundation of it. So imagine that you are building a house, right? Everything building from the structure, the foundation, right? So this root chakra is very, very important because when you build a house without a strong foundation, what happens?
Falls in, caves in.
Yeah, exactly. So root chakra is a foundation of every other stacking different chakras on top of that. So understanding root chakra is where understanding how you build a core in your body. So then when things are uncertain lifetime, we have so many challenges our lifetime, you can actually stay strong like the eye of the storm. When you're in the edge of storm, what happens? You are push and pull all the time. You're tired, you're exhausted. But when you're in the center core of the tornadoes, or this place, and then you become calm and peaceful. So root chakra is those purpose of building a strong, safe foundation.
Okay. Yeah. And that's totally the foundation of everything that you build off of. So in that root chakra, what are some of the things that might cause these energy centers, let's say, to become stuck or chaotic instead of kind of flowing?
Yeah. So lower back pain, because the root chakra is also holding the pelvis. So the root chakra and second chakra above are the main place of pelvis, and the pelvis contains the root and the second chakra. So when you're not feeling safe, then your body starts to contracted. Imagine all the mother knows when you have a baby's inside, what happened? The crawling inside, feeling the most safe place, right? We tend to going back to the crawling contraction when we are not feeling safe.
Yeah, fetal position.
When the pelvis, when the pelvis is holding strongly as a contracted and then push all the way muscles into your pelvis, and then you have a lower back pain. So the best way to do it, what make you feel unsafe? Because the root chakra is all about feeling safe and the foundation, right? So questioning is very important here. So when you're feeling low back pain and you feel like you cannot make a decision, indecisive, always in and out, feeling ungrounded because it's root, then your root chakra is not functioning properly. So this is so important to understand your body is where before you're like, what's my problem? Why am I continuing to feeling this way? Why am I having low back pain? Now you realize that, oh, my root chakra, the energy portal, it's not spinning function properly. So I gotta do something about it. What can I do? Breathe and find the solution where why am I not feeling safe in this moment? What make me feel good and safe? What can I do right now make me feel safe and good? What is it? So the questioning is very important.
What a good question. And so many of us do not take the time to sort of dig in and ask that question. And I gotta be honest, I mean, sometimes we don't want to know the answer because we don't feel like it's something we can face. I mean, how did you get into this, Jummee, that you started to explore the chakras and you face these tough sort of questions that most people shy away from?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Great question, bring the great answer. I was having a lot of issue in my body, just like anybody else. Your body speak itself, sending you all the signal. Like, look at me, you have some issue here. Look at me. Find me, you have a problem, right?
We ignore.
Yeah, the pain is the doorway of awakening. Suffering is mental illness. Let's put it that way. You don't have to suffer. Yeah. So the pain is pain. It means you are alive. If you die, do you feel pain?
Nope. No pain.
Yeah. Pain means, oh, my body gives me pain because I am experiencing this pain, so I'm alive. So then it's time for you to investigate it. Why am I having this pain? The questioning. The Buddha always said the best teaching for entire life, question. Yeah. So I was questioning to myself, why am I feeling not so good? Why am I tired all the time? Despite of 20 years of meditation, 20 years of yoga, all those things that I have done, still I have this pain all the time. My left side of my body was paralyzed. So I go to see a doctor, ask him, what's going on in my body? My doctor, one of the top doctor in New York City, he asked me and he answered me, should we just take an Advil and come back to me in 5 days? I was just like, what?
Really?
Really? And he didn't give me the answer. And at that moment, I realized that I was sitting and nervous about it. So when you go to the doctor's appointment and you testing something, right?
Yep.
In between the time and then you're getting a result, what happened? You are so
anxiety
nervous.
attack.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
It's very nerve-wracking experience. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Because doctor has a power to give it to you. He knows your body better than you are. Is that true?
Nope. We give them that power,
body, like his body. Right? So I realized at that moment, I didn't like the moment that I gave my power to my doctor. Waiting in the moment and waiting, oh my God, what could be the result? What could be the result? I have a lot of issue with my ovary too as well. What is going on in my body? You know? And I realized that I wasn't feeling safe. I had to survive. I sucked it up all my body pain and just keep going. Let's make money. Then I can feel safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Been to that movie. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then realized that is why I'm having a lot of issue. So that moment, I realized that I didn't like to somebody control my body, controlling it. which I don't know anything about. I didn't know anything about my body. I didn't know what inside of my blood, what inside of my bone, how body structure, what my liver look like.
Good point.
What is my vagina looks like.
Yes.
Look at my vagina.
Yes.
It belongs to me, my body. So I started to study, and I bought a book with all anatomy, physical way of look at the body, right? What it looks like. That's how my journey started.
Wow.
Understanding my body, studying my body. Yeah.
Now, how long did it take for you in that journey from the time you started to look at your vagina versus the anatomy books? Because I feel like that is really, I mean, you and I have discussed this, in our privately outside of here before in terms of actually looking at your vagina. And you were one of the people who introduced me to Tantra. And I've talked about safety a ton especially on my episodes on Tantra, number 97 and 99 here on the Fit Mama podcast. And I overemphasized often how safety was so important. And Chris and I actually talked this on our 100th episode. So it's funny you're bringing all that up because it's scary for people to take a look in the mirror.
100%. So we just talked about root chakra, and I've been working on my solar plexus and all different chakra. Later on, I realized wow, we not only have a physical body, we have an emotional body. When I'm emotionally entangled, my heart is, contracted, my lower back starting to fighting up. So this is an emotional body, how it does to your body, right? This is the emotional body. But then there's an energetic body, right? So everybody knows that, but people just don't know about it. People understand it, people sense it, people just don't know about it, which where, sometimes you meet somebody wow, I feel so good when I look at this person. He has good energy. Everybody say that, but people don't know about what energy body is. But we sense everything about energetic body. We know about it. You go to some house or some place wow, this place has a good vibe. But people don't know about what is it, right? So that is an energetic body we have. The energetic body is where all the chakras are located.
Right.
And then the energetic body, when in line with your physical body, and then opens up and function properly, then it has a harmony, right? And you can have an optimal health. So when I do all this work, understanding this chakra, all this, and then I realized that, oh my God, I didn't work on anything of my sexuality because I grew up in Korea in a very conservative environment. And it's only been 2 years ago, I introduced myself like a tipping toe on this Tantra world. I always have this misunderstanding of Tantra is where people erotic and crazy.
Yeah, orgies or something.
The darkness around the sexuality. But it really is not that. No. It's really about understanding your body, understanding the power of your yoni. Yoni is called a sacred space in Sanskrit word, which is the most sacred space in the world. The yoni is the called vagina, which is totally makes sense because that's where we're all coming from. Right? But we actually coming from there, but we never talk about it. Yep. And then people don't even understanding what it is. And then in your vagina around this area, the beginning of vagina, there was about 2 million nerves are living there.
Wow.
Can you imagine how powerful it is?
Yeah. I know.
But we are totally missing out.
Totally.
So 2 years ago, I went to the Tantra workshop and I studied with the most powerful pioneer lady from France who radically at that time, 1960s, And I felt like I can trust her compared to some teachers are now really fully in line, but I trust her. So one episode when I met all women, basically we look at each other's yoni and then just talk about what comes up for each other.
Wow.
It was the most powerful experience for me, where a bunch of ladies, and then we share that experience, and then we look at yoni, vagina, as another sacred spirit. And I was able to look at mine by myself for the first time. And I cried. I had no idea what vagina looks like.
Wow.
And creating a dialogue with her and say, I am so sorry I neglected you. And I'm so sorry that I allow you to allow other men enter you without consciousness. Whatever I create with a story about guilt and shame, and I'm sorry I didn't give you a lot of attention, give you pleasure, all this dialogue that I created and then I was able to release all this guilt and shame around my body. Wow. So that was the moment my root chakra started to open up.
Wow.
And I felt safe. I felt empowering. I felt I am woman who bring the life through this body. I'm capable of doing that. I'm born with that capacity itself. Whether you have a baby or not, you have that platform in your body is empowering.
Hey, Fit Mama, I want to interrupt this episode with Jummee just for a quick reminder. If you aren't already doing her morning breathing, which is at 8 a.m. Pacific time or 11 a.m. Eastern time, this is something you're going to want to find yourself doing. The link is in the show notes to get on the Zoom call to do some breathing exercises with Jummee Joy herself. I'm telling you, one experience of about 30 minutes will have you feeling completely different than before you started. Breathing is so vital. Breathing is our life force, connecting to our core, our base chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our heart, our throat, our third eye, and our crown chakra. It's a beautiful thing. It all happens through the breath. And I invite you to join me. I go every morning, and Jummee for this beautiful breathing exercise opportunity. Come and join me and so many other conscious breathers on her morning Zoom breathwork. Can't wait to see you there. Absolutely. Wow. Beautiful. Jummee, thank you for sharing that. Wow. That's powerful. Absolutely. What an awakening. So what did that lead to next in your life?
I think it's really about just like understanding of my body. And then there's so much more in the body. It has a mystery. That digging into. It's almost like this. For me, it's a freedom. Liberation, freedom is the most important thing. That brings me joy and aliveness of life, give me purpose. And then curiosity. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Curiosity is everything.
Curiosity is everything. It's aliveness.
Curiosity is aliveness. Be curious.
Yep.
Lifetime student. I signed the contract as a student of all this life.
You and me both. You know what I'm really hearing actually come through here, Jummee, is that once you got that opening of your root chakra, and we haven't even gone into the next chakras yet. I mean, geez. But the thing is, when you opened up that, what you called the foundation, and you were feeling that safety and that connection with your own physical body and then your energy body and your emotional body, and they all started to go together, it was like you had that liberation and freedom that you could then start to explore other things without that low-lying level, always baseline of shame, guilt, feeling bad, feeling regret, feeling frustration, feeling whatever in those places.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And the one story that I want to share with you, I think so many women related to this. It's so powerful, and I realized that before I take this tantra workshop and knowing about my body, my last boyfriend before that, when I was in New York, before I moved to California, he's a very sexually active man. I wasn't, because, obviously I had a lot of issue with my ovaries and my sexual guilt and shame around that.
Yeah.
I allow him to enter my body when I don't want it.
Mm.
And I think that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he wants my body, I just allow him to do it. And there's no pleasure, there's nothing. It just like become a routine.
Mm-hmm.
And after that workshop and after the awakening of my sexuality, my empowerment, I realized how devastating, how ignorant I was.
Mm.
So this is not about guilt and shame or judging myself. It's about empowering yourself, where there is a moment that your life, I want to share with all the women who are listening to this, you have a power to say no with love.
Yes.
If you don't feel like it, say, I love you. No. You're empowering love, pleasure, your own desire is the most important thing on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
That is your first priority. Yeah?
Yes.
I know a lot of women
absolutely
don't even think about that. I was one of them. So I want to share with you, somebody out there, husband and a partner say, hey, I want to have sex with you now, and can I have like quick sex? Just say no, because I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's important when you do that.
Yeah.
You are so powerful.
Absolutely.
So then they had to walk around it because they can't have any access. That's your power, unless you give it to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Then you feel safe.
Yeah.
You're not feeling used or enter without your permission or cross the boundary. You have your own power that I'm stay right here. I will do what makes me feel good, not you. It's me.
Yes.
Yeah. When you have the empowerment, that strong root and understanding your desire, what you want, then it manifests everything. It applies to every situation. Yeah. So this root chakra is very, very powerful, very, very important. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That is so valuable. And it really is, that base of everything, that root chakra and that connection to ourselves. And that's, I think, why I'm so passionate about the pelvic floor and about breathing and reconnecting to our core as moms postpartum. And I always talk to my clients specifically about their reconnection with their partner after they had a baby, because that's a very sensitive time too. And what they could have felt or were open with before may have changed or evolved or, taken different form once someone has a baby. So these are all really, really important things to consider. And I really like that it's in connection with this energy center. It's not just, cultural upbringing of guilt and shame or this or that. It's all these different contributors to that really having an effect on our individual energy centers and how that little CD is spinning in our pelvis. So thank you for really connecting that. Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah, also, it's like this. Man's a giver, so we are receiver. So if we don't give them feedback, they have no idea.
Nope.
So this is very important. You speak out.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, we have to speak out what we want. But before that, ask a question. What do I want? What makes me feel good? What does things man does to me make me feel good? So if you don't know that, you can give them an order. I call it order as a queen. Giving order to the knight, Yeah, let's put it that way because we are so powerful.
Yep.
So then they have no idea, but they love to serve us.
Yep.
But I think the most important thing we talk about the root chakra as a woman is that man has no idea how we feel because we are sometimes physically fragile than men. So we get to feel safe, right? But men are strong. They have no idea what it means to be safe.
Yeah. They don't feel threatened in the same ways.
Nothing.
No.
Because they're building bridges and buildings and, they're a powerful creature. But we are not physically powerful. So for us, allow men to listen and express yourself, you express your desire to men. We're like, hey, when you do this, it doesn't make me feel safe.
Yep.
This is a very important conversation. Your partnership, when you have sex, it doesn't matter what circumstance it is. Whatever you don't feel safe, you got to express your partner. When you do this, it doesn't make me feel safe. Or when things happen like this, it makes me feel really unsafe. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
No judgment, not telling him you're bad or good. Just express that. And then man just do everything for you. Then he's going to ask a question. What can I do to make you feel safe? Maybe you're rubbing my back. Maybe you touch my hand. Maybe you can massage my hand. There's so many different ways to having an intimacy. Not only vagina or penis.
Totally, yeah.
So that little thing make you feel safe. Then we are moving up to next level. It's the most important foundation of a relationship, right?
Yes. Yes. So true. And that relationship with ourself and our ability to then open up to someone else, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, a lot of women who's a masculine woman. There are a lot of women have many hats, You are doing work, you are taking care of children. A lot of women they have to step up to the masculine energy. It's how we live in life right now. And men complain about it, like, wow, a woman doing this all the time. But the thing is, women become more masculine because men are not strong enough to make them feel safe.
I think it's a lack of communication in that way, because you're right. Women are, instead of asking to help feel safe, they're doing it all themselves, right? I gotta work, I gotta do this, I know I'm independent, so I don't need anyone else, which, yes, is noble and was one of those things that you said you were doing. I know I went through a long phase of that. And it's interesting when it becomes a story that we tell ourselves that we need to do everything ourselves, whatever situation it is. Hey, Fit Mama. I want to take a second here quickly just to let you know about another amazing thing Jummee has going on. She is teaching high vibe soul feeders cooking classes. This cooking club is all about the ancient wisdom of slow cooking functional medicinal food in a modern pace. You will receive an easy to get and flexible ingredient list, full prep instructions sent to you beforehand. And during the cooking club, you just join in and actually learn and feast along with your friends online. This menu is designed to boost the immune system, activate chi energy to help blood circulation. It's high in fiber and healthy fats. It's nutritionally diverse and balanced. She's plant-based, vegan, and vegetarian-friendly recipes she's sharing. low glycemic food, functional medicinal foods, natural probiotics, and healthy gut and mind. And there's so much more to it. I'm going to link up that link as well. You can choose which cooking club you want to go to. They're going on Saturdays over the next couple months. You won't want to miss this. I'm telling you, learning about how to make bone broth in this beautiful ancient way, as well as her kimchi and other salads, soups with herbs. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you, if you have not tasted Jummee's food, it is truly orgasmic. So I can't wait for you to learn this for yourself. Check it out, check the link, and keep tuning in to more from Jummee.
Yeah. Whatever situation it is, that's how we feel. But that's something, that's another chapter.
Many chapters.
Well, when you feel you have to step up masculine energy, or you have to feel like you have to have everything by yourself, just make sure that you don't have to. You have a choice to get supported and allow yourself to feel supported and loved.
Yes.
It's important for a woman too as well.
Yes, giving yourself permission that you deserve that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that. Okay, so moving on from the root chakra, we're going to zoom through the rest of these because I actually think that we're just going to be able to highlight some essential parts of the other 6 chakras. That root chakra being the really important one. And I think people are understanding that after we've talked about it for so long. So I'm so glad we spent that much time on it. The second chakra, the sacral chakra. Tell us about that, the color, and what is it really going on in that chakra?
Yeah, so colors of red to orange, and then it's actually our ovaries as well. So it's the root chakra and second chakra, they constantly compromise each other. So there's no clear borderline of that.
Okay.
Yeah, every chakra is like that. It's going
they
to,
all
just like when you look at the spectrum of the rainbow. Same thing. And then it's really about being in your core. And when root chakra is almost like, let's say, a root chakra is about bones, your teeth, and your entire structure of it. Let's put it that way. And then the sacral chakra is basically like ovaries, and then
the internal
all
organs.
kinds of your the hormones and a feeling of creation. And then everything you feel creative and creating something and being in a core. This is the essence of your core, and also stay in the middle of our body part because of that. And it also contains, as I said, the pelvis. So it's one of the strongest part of your body.
Very much part of the foundation still. And I know this is a lot of our self-worth hanging out in the second chakra, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the second chakra is somewhere that whenever we have these challenges and problems, everybody says stay in your core. That is your core.
Yes, that's sacral chakra, orange. Okay, moving on to the third chakra, the color yellow. Tell us about the third chakra.
Yeah, third chakra is yellow, and it's called adrenal, and then there's a pancreas is happening there, and those produces hormones of digestive system. It's called solar plexus. Solar means sun. And what it does is it's also responsible for all the second chakra is responsible for your creating babies, and it's all about being in the core, and so that's why it's a creational part of it. Like a part of root chakra is more about foundation of whole entire structure. And third chakra is where all the digest systems and going through your gut systems, where all the food you're going through your body, it turned that into energy. So it's all about transformation. What it does is sun, and when sun beaming in the farm or tree, what happened? Everything transformed by sun, right? That's exactly the same happening here. So we also call it willpower. And also a lot of time people overstimulating less stimulating. Overstimulating the third chakra means that you drink too much caffeine to keep using this energy to portal, or less stimulating so you can digest food properly, so you don't have enough energy.
Right.
So those are all related to your third chakra.
Wow. Okay, that totally makes sense, right? And that's just in that digestive area, kind of right underneath your ribs. Now moving upwards sorry, go ahead. Do you have something else to add?
Yeah, so the third chakra, when you understand the way, how important it is, where a lot of time we believe that the food is not that important. We just shove it in.
Yeah.
Food is related to this. It's a digestive system. Not only just digest it turns that into energy.
Right.
Nutrition. Yes. Right? And also because of that, you are transforming. So that's why it's really important chakra to understand that when you have a lack of energy or tired, all that, then I have some the third chakra issue. I have to take a look at. And then that's where it's coming from. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's a big one. And we're going to talk about food a little bit in a bit, because I want to get into some of the things that you're doing and your connection to food. So I want to just zoom through to the fourth chakra, which is green.
The fourth chakra
Where's that?
Is heart. Green color.
Love.
Beautiful. And also, of course, for the thymus, which is all like producing this like blood. And this chakra is between chakra 3 above, down 3 from the bottom. So we call it bridge chakra, which is very interesting place where bring all the energy from the 3 bottom, and then also turn that into all the way up top 3 chakras. So this chakra is integrating from above and the bottom.
Got it.
And
it's
also,
the bridge chakra. Okay.
It's all about relationship. If somebody has a relationship issue, then this is the chakra to take a look at. Heart chakra is all about relationship yourself, relationship your friends, relationship to the tree, this earth, everything has to interact with the relations is this chakra.
Yeah. Interesting. Awesome. Oh, I would love to dive into each of these, but we got to keep going. So the fifth chakra above the heart is what?
Throat chakra, which is fifth chakra, color of green, the sky blue. So this chakra is all about expression.
Inspiration.
So this is why we can say we have this language, we communicate with each other, right? So it's a communication, express, speak the truth. So a lot of women have a thyroid issue, also is related to your thyroid. So a lot of women have a thyroid issue. Those are the people who's not speak the truth or not able to express what they want, have that issue.
Thank you.
Also,
very interesting.
Part of the when people express what they want with. Also, even just writing a journal, expression is related to this chakra.
Right. Yes. So important. Journaling, such a great thing. Such a great tool. So the sixth chakra moving up in the body is purple. What is the sixth chakra, Jummee?
Sixth chakra is cobalt blue, deep ocean like the blue. To all the way to the purple, which is in between your eyebrow. There's a third eye that it's called pineal. Pineal is the like 1 out of million size of your ball pen, the pen in the point of it is that small.
1/1,000,000th of the size of a ballpoint pen. Wow. Okay. The pineal gland.
But it exists.
Yes.
And then in between your front forehead and then under your back head. And then it's responsible for dreaming, visioning, intuition, and using your different part of your senses where understanding different dimensions of the world.
Right. Interesting. I love that one.
That's what a lot of people say, open your third eye. Open your third eye is this. And also this chakra, when you activate this chakra really well, you actually prevent Alzheimer and all these mental diseases. Because when you don't dreaming, then that's what happened in your brain. Your brain is not functioning properly. So this is a very crucial part of your chakra that activates in your brain, brain part of your brain.
Wow. How cool. That is so cool.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. I call this the unicorn point when I'm telling the girls and when I teach meditation, I'm like, just look in your, your unicorn point between your forehead.
Yeah, we have a lot of practice activating this chakra. It's been thousands of years our ancestors activating this, and this is why your mind is very powerful. How you activate your mind, this is what it does. And then when you're activating your mind, what happens? It produces all kinds of different hormones and activities in your bloodstream, in your brain. So actually, this is why we prevent all this mental disease.
Right. Wow. Amazing. And last but not least, the 7th chakra located where, Jummee?
Right above Opino. So they're all kind of working together. Yeah. And in Chinese medicine, we call it's the top of your head, in between, center of your top of your head. Remember when you have a baby? There's a really soft spot on the top of your head.
Yes.
That is the crown chakra. They are so open when it's a baby because it's such a light being. This is why when we are little, right? Be careful, don't touch top of it. Do you remember that?
Yes, absolutely.
In Korea, it's a taboo to touch baby's top of the head.
Definitely, yeah.
Because it's the most fragile, but they're still very young. And in Chinese medicine called baekwhae, which means 100 gates. And the ancient Egyptians, and they call it crown chakra, which is all the informations from whatever we call different dimensions of the world, the energies we receive here from very first gate. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. I love that. Wow. Thank you. I love your ancient wisdom and all that you bring. I mean, you are someone that's so interesting, and I swear this episode could go on literally for hours. I want to go right into the work that you do, Jummee, because I respect you so much. I love the work you do. I take time every morning with you and do breathing exercises as a part of my day that I absolutely cherish. I look forward to. I feel energized after. I feel it clears all my chakras and gets me ready for the day. Tell us a little bit about this breathing that you do.
Yes. So I left my corporate job. I've become a corporate jobber.
Yes.
Because I felt
welcome to the club.
I have something, different things offer to the world and myself. And through all this journey to understanding who I am, pretty much, it's really about what is this all about? What is this body? What is my consciousness? What is this? Where I'm coming from, where I'm going. I wanted to have that as my full-time job. And through the experience, when I'm guiding people, holding space for people, releasing their trauma, all this experience that I'm helping, and I almost I'm 10 steps ahead. The most of people barely breathe. So this is a moment I realized that I would love to share people how to utilize our maximum breath to optimal health.
Feels so good.
That's simple.
Our breath is our life force. And what is happening? We just get stressed and then we tighten up and we don't breathe.
Exactly. So when we are not breathing properly, either we're going to old pattern or feeling not safe, just like root chakra, right? Then we immediately, your body going into survival mode.
Yeah.
When it's survival mode, it's contraction.
Right.
That's simple.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong or right. When you look at deep into this tantra means liberation of suffering. And when you look at it, our whole entire universe creating from contraction, expansion. That's what all the being is created from. And then after that, it creates a movement, vibration, and it creates a life. So contraction is not a bad thing.
No.
It's a survival.
Right.
And all we have to do, we have to expand.
Right.
So when we contract, this is the very powerful understanding that I'm going through years of my practice, where when we contracted, we go into all the survival mode, then your body, your mind produces stress hormones, right? And then you have lack of oxygen.
Right.
That's simple.
Right. Yes.
When you have a lack of oxygen, what happens? You don't feel good.
The heck no. Yeah.
Then you're going into this spiral of old story, right? And going into old pattern. And then you become like contracted.
Yeah.
And then when you contracted, your body pain, all these things happen. So the breath awareness, breathing is where when you breathe is a maximum capacity, introduce this unconditional love of air into your brain, what happened? Your body starts to oxidize. Have you heard about it? Oh, this is really antioxidant.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
Right.
You don't have to eat kale to get there.
Right.
You get there just by breathing.
Right, exactly.
It's that simple.
Yes.
More you bring the oxygen in your brain, in your body produces more red cell, and your heart pumping more, and you feel good. When you feel good, you do good, and everything is good.
Absolutely.
That's simple.
Yeah, that's really nice. I know firsthand. I've been doing it now every day pretty much with you. I think I've missed a couple days, but it's been about 8 weeks, and it has been so valuable for me. I know I love it. And I know I've just felt so good, especially in the face of all the stress that we've all been facing and just the world at large, to get breathing and get some oxygen flowing in the body when we could be contracted and constricted and stressed has been really, really incredible. So I thank you publicly for hosting those, and I'll share I will be sharing how to get on those if people want to do it. It's just join and breathe, and Jummee will teach you how, and it's very, very powerful. So I'll link that up in the show notes. Jummee, you have something else going on right now that I just love, and that is your kimchi cooking classes. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with kimchi and why it's so valuable, because I personally fell in love with kimchi after I met you.
Yeah, oh, that's great. So basically, life is very simple. We breathe and we eat good. 20 years of mine, all the psychology books and all these things, coming back to basics. Eat well, breathe. Those two things, when you're taking care of them, then you are in a good place.
Yes, right? Yes. And your kimchi contributes.
That, there's something that I bring into the table from Korea is where when I grow up, we have this farmer's market every day we open, and nobody buy food like so much like America or in the Western world. So I remember my mom, I was the youngest of 5. I always the one that go to the farmer's market and get some, fresh scallions and fresh onions and those. And so for me, just watching my mom cooking every day fresh food and smelling it and eating. My mom always say, "Hey, taste this. What do you think?" those memories are my childhood memories. So because of that, food is always essential part of my life. It's always the core of my life. And then I moved to New York, and then I had a lot of things to compromise and had to change my way of even being to adapt this culture where food is not part of a big culture here. And it's been quite a journey for me to get to the point where I am now. I am offering, so all the healing, the compassion, and the things that I want to offer to the people and myself. And I realized that we talk about root chakra, fundamental foundation of healing, transformation has to come with the food. Because the food is a fuel, like third chakra, transformation of energy. When we bring this food into your body and it becomes part of your flesh, part of your bone. So that when you bring that very unconscious, not high vibrational food in your body, then what happened?
You don't feel well.
You don't feel good, and then you become that low vibration energy self. It's that simple. It's that simple. So finding the best food, whatever it takes, like go to farmer's market. Right now we can do it, but any way you find good vibration of food made from consciously with love, which means you consume love directly to your body.
Yes.
So that is the most important thing. Anything else, you go into nail salon or buying some stuff from Amazon, those things not gonna give you any value more than bring the best nutrition in your body. But I think I realized that most of people grow in America because of the culture and history itself, grow with the GMO food, very conventional frozen food compared to me growing with mom's food, right? So I take this as a huge opportunity that I feel so ecstatic where, oh my God, this is something I want to share with the people.
Yes. It's so valuable. Teaching them, right? Teaching them.
I want to seal the gap from my culture that I can bring something on the table to the people. Say, listen, it's okay. Go out. Spend some money to buy a really nice knife. Nice cutting board. Get some good spices. Buy some nice herb, fresh herb. Start cooking.
Yeah, it's fun, right? And you're showing us how to make it fun. So I'm going to link up how they can find you and your cooking classes, how they can find, some info at your kimchi, how all these things like breathing and food contribute to those really healthy energy centers of the chakras through your body. So this has been, wow, so much wisdom you're sharing with us here. Jummee, anything you want to leave us with before we end this episode today?
Yeah, so the most important thing is stay awake. The question is very important. Why am I feeling so good? Oh, wow, I'm eating this not so good food. Why am I feeling so unsafe? Oh, I'm not breathing. So those questions are very important.
Yes.
It's a journey. And also, when things that happen, stop judging. Stop. Feel guilty about yourself.
Stop judging yourself. Yes. Amen to that. Good one, Jummee. Yes.
And then bring yourself back into your body. Keep loving yourself. Be patient. And then you and I, we just show up and help you. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here to support any of you who need any support. This is my purpose. That's why I'm here. And keep loving yourself. Keep giving yourself the best and imagine your pain or anything is a treasure. It's like Easter Sunday, looking for egg. Bring the excitement. Oh my God. So the Easter egg is like a pain. Why am I so pain about it? Oh my God, I'm so curious about it. Let's find out. What is it? Yeah.
I love that. Thank you. Our own treasure hunt within our body to find all the goods that lie underneath, right? Oh, Jummee, this has been so, so valuable. Thank you so much for your wisdom and your time. I loved everything you shared with us. It was so enlightening, and I just so appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. Mwah. Wow, wow, wow. I know you were with me on that, knowing that we could have dove into each of those chakras with as much detail as we dove into the root chakra. And I am just so glad we spent that time on the root, that base, that foundation, that very most important chakra where safety is the main proponent to keep you in a clear state in your root chakra. Are you feeling safe? How can you feel more safe? Asking those questions, staying curious the way Jummee was explaining, it's absolutely transformational when you put yourself in that space. Thank you so much again, Jummee, for being here and enlightening us with all your brilliance, wisdom, and so much more. I look forward to seeing you again personally. I look forward to all the Fit Mamas connecting with you, and I will link up all the show notes for Jummee. Everything we talked about here today, Jummee Joy, you will find her in the show notes. Share this, share with someone else who also will benefit from this. Thank you so much for being here today, Fit Mama. Namaste.